He emerges from the mists of time, a solitary figure shrouded in enigma. Nostradamus, the name whispers on the wind, a harbinger of future events. His words, cryptic and veiled, have echoed through the centuries, tantalizing us with glimpses of what is to come. But who was this man, this seer who claimed to have peered into the very heart of destiny? Was he a prophet touched by divine inspiration, or a clever charlatan weaving tales of wonder and dread? Nostradamus remains an enigma, a puzzle that scholars and enthusiasts alike have tried to decipher for generations. His prophecies, written in enigmatic quatrains, have been subjected to countless interpretations. Each generation finds within them reflections of its own hopes and fears, its triumphs and disasters. Join us now as we delve into the world of Nostradamus, exploring his life, his prophecies, and their enduring impact on our collective imagination. Prepare to be amazed, mystified, and perhaps even a little afraid, for the future, as Nostradamus seemed to know, is a land of shadows and light, where fate and free will collide in a dance that has captivated humanity for centuries. Michel de Nostradam, the man who would become known as Nostradamus, was born in 1503 in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence, France. Even as a child, whispers followed him. Some said he possessed a gift, an uncanny ability to perceive what others could not. He excelled in his studies, particularly in the arts of healing and astrology. As a young man, Nostradamus trained as a physician, battling the devastating plagues that swept across Europe. His experiences with sickness and death would leave an indelible mark on his soul. But it was his fascination with the stars, with the hidden connections between the celestial and the earthly, that set him on the path to becoming the world's most famous seer. Driven by an insatiable thirst for knowledge, Nostradamus immersed himself in ancient texts, studying the works of astrologers, philosophers, and prophets who came before him. He saw patterns in the stars, cycles of history repeating themselves, and he felt an overwhelming urge to share his insights with the world. In 1555, Nostradamus published his magnum opus, Les Prophecies, a collection of nearly 1,000 quatrains, written in a cryptic and often impenetrable style. These quatrains, he claimed, were not mere predictions, but warnings, glimpses into the potential futures that awaited humanity. Nostradamus's prophecies are written in a language all their own, a tapestry woven from symbolism, allegory, and obscure historical references. Some believe he deliberately shrouded his writings in mystery, fearing persecution for his pronouncements. Others argue that the ambiguity of his language is precisely what makes his prophecies so compelling, allowing each generation to find its own meaning within them. Despite their cryptic nature, certain themes emerge from Nostradamus's quatrains. Wars and conquests, natural disasters, and the rise and fall of empires are recurring motifs. He writes of plagues and famines, of earthquakes that shake the very foundations of the earth, and of fiery comets that blaze across the sky, harbingers of doom. His words are often dark and foreboding, filled with images of violence, upheaval, and the fragility of human civilization. Yet amidst the shadows there are also glimmers of hope, hints of a golden age to come, a time of peace and enlightenment. It is this curious interplay of light and darkness, of despair and hope, that has captivated readers for centuries, ensuring that Nostradamus's prophecies continue to fascinate and inspire debate. Over the centuries, many believe that Nostradamus's prophecies have accurately predicted numerous historical events. The French Revolution, the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte, the assassination of John F. Kennedy, and even the 9/11 terrorist attacks have all been linked to his enigmatic quatrains. While skeptics argue that these interpretations are often the result of confirmation bias, finding meaning after the fact, believers point to the uncanny accuracy of certain predictions as proof of Nostradamus's extraordinary foresight. They argue that his quatrains offer a glimpse into a level of consciousness that transcends the limitations of time and space, connecting us to the hidden currents of destiny. The debate over the validity of Nostradamus's prophecies continues to rage on, fueled by the ambiguity of his language and the human tendency to seek patterns and meaning in a world often characterized by chaos and uncertainty. Whether one views him as a true prophet or a master of illusion, there is no denying the profound impact his writings have had on our collective imagination. In 1666, a catastrophic fire engulfed London, reducing much of the city to ashes. This event, known as the Great Fire of London, had a profound impact on the city's history and development. Some believe that Nostradamus predicted this disaster in one of his most chilling quatrains: "The blood of the just will be lacking in London, burnt up in the fire of '66. The ancient lady will fall from her high place, and many of the same sect will be killed." While the quatrain does not explicitly mention London, the reference to the fire of '66 and the ancient lady, which some interpret as a reference to the city itself or perhaps even St. Paul's Cathedral, has led many to believe that Nostradamus foresaw this tragic event. The line, "The blood of the just will be lacking in London," is often interpreted as a reference to the many innocent lives lost in the fire. Skeptics, however, argue that the quatrain is too vague to be considered a genuine prediction. They point out that fires were common in cities like London during this era, and the number 66 could refer to any number of things. Despite the debate, the association of this quatrain with the Great Fire of London has cemented Nostradamus's reputation as a prophet, particularly in the minds of those who believe in his extraordinary abilities. Section 6. Hitler's Reign of Terror, a Nostradamus Prediction? One of the most chilling and controversial interpretations of Nostradamus's prophecies concerns the rise of Adolf Hitler and the horrors of the Holocaust. Some believe that Nostradamus foresaw the emergence of this tyrannical dictator, referring to him as Hister in his writings. From the depths of the west of Europe, a young child will be born of poor people, he who by his tongue will seduce a great troop, his fame will increase towards the realm of the East. This quatrain, according to believers, describes Hitler's origins in Austria, his rise to power through his powerful oratory skills, and his expansionist ambitions in Eastern Europe. The name Hister is eerily similar to Hitler, which has led many to believe that Nostradamus specifically identified this notorious figure centuries before his rise to power. However, skeptics argue that Hister could simply be a historical reference to the Danube River, which was once known as the Ister. They also point out that interpretations of Nostradamus's prophecies are often influenced by contemporary events, with people finding meaning in his writings that may not have been intended by the author himself. Despite the debate, the association of Nostradamus's prophecies with Hitler's reign of terror is a testament to the enduring power of his writings to capture the imagination and fuel our fascination with the unknown. Section 7. The Enigma of Nostradamus's Methods. How did Nostradamus make his predictions? This question has puzzled scholars and enthusiasts for centuries. Some believe he possessed genuine psychic abilities, allowing him to tap into a realm beyond our understanding of time and space. Others speculate that he used astrology, numerology, and a deep understanding of history and human nature to make educated guesses about the future. Nostradamus himself claimed to have used a form of scrying, a divination technique that involves gazing into a reflective surface, such as water or a crystal ball, to receive visions of the future. He also studied the stars extensively, believing that celestial alignments influenced earthly events. It is likely that Nostradamus's methods were a combination of various techniques, blending his knowledge of ancient wisdom with his own intuitive insights. Whether his predictions were the result of genuine psychic abilities or simply the product of a keen intellect and a deep understanding of human nature, there is no denying that he tapped into something profound, something that continues to resonate with us today. Section 8. Nostradamus in the Modern Age. In the 21st century, Nostradamus's prophecies continue to fascinate and inspire debate. His writings have been translated into countless languages, and his name remains synonymous with the art of prophecy. Books, documentaries, and websites dedicated to interpreting his quatrains abound, and new generations continue to find meaning and relevance in his words. The enduring appeal of Nostradamus's prophecies likely stems from our innate desire to understand and control the future. In a world characterized by uncertainty and rapid change, his writings offer a sense of comfort, a belief that some things are preordained, that there is a plan, even if we cannot fully comprehend it. Of course, skepticism about Nostradamus's prophecies remains. Critics argue that his quatrains are too vague to be considered genuine predictions, and that any apparent accuracy is simply the result of confirmation bias or self-fulfilling prophecies. Section 9. A legacy shrouded in mystery. Nostradamus's legacy is a complex and multifaceted one. Was he a true prophet, blessed with the ability to see across the centuries? Or was he a master illusionist, a weaver of words who tapped into our deepest fears and desires? Perhaps he was a bit of both. Whatever the truth may be, there is no denying the enduring power of his prophecies. His words continue to echo through the corridors of time, challenging us to confront our own mortality, our hopes and our fears. They remind us that the future is not fixed, that we have the power to shape our own destiny. As we stand at the crossroads of history, facing an uncertain future filled with both promise and peril, Nostradamus's prophecies serve as a potent reminder that the choices we make today will determine the world we create tomorrow. Will we heed his warnings and strive to create a brighter future, or will we succumb to the darkness he so vividly described? The answer, as always, lies within ourselves.